guys are road tripping with me. Woohoo! I'm hungry, tired, and hot. It's 106 degrees here. BBK, is that music too loud? Dietary live, okay. No, it's the AC. Fuck. Hang on. It's blowing. It's because I have the phone right in the vent. Let me see if I can close it. Another bitch. Okay, we're gonna pull over up here before I get on the freeway. Okay, hang on. We'll see if I can close that vent so it's not constant. Okay, let me pull over. This will work. And this camera is, I don't know why it's so foggy. Okay, can I turn that vent off? Shit, I am not going to be able to. Maybe we'll have to do it from this. Oh, that ain't going to work. Another. Well, maybe I'll just have to fucking hold it. North Dakota Carnivore. How pissed do you think my mom will be if I take her handicap thing off? Because I can shut this vent and then it won't blow, but this will just be in the way the whole time. Oh, God. I didn't even think about it. I can't handle not having AC. Okay. Bye, Wise. Okay, what am I going to do? Because that's going to be, well, maybe... Oh, I didn't even think about the AC. I have to have the AC, Bink. It's fucking too hot. Sorry. Amateur liver here. Let's see, can I put it here? Put that bitch in there. Can I crank it? That might... Put us back, but don't talk soft. It's not too loud on this one, Bink. Now I'm recording myself. I don't even know. Is that too loud, the AC? Is the AC too loud? I feel like I sweated on my camera. Okay, can you hear me? Okay, now it sounds worse. What happens if I... Yeah, because that's going to blow directly. Oh, no. Let's rip the handicap thing off. Let's see. Another. I never admitted to be extra super smart. Okay, how's that? Oh, Jesus. I don't want to talk to her. Okay. Okay. No, I just had to answer the phone because my mom called. Okay, here we go. Let me know. Can you... Oh, shit. This is fucked up, man. Okay, fuck this. We'll just I got a window down. How come Daniel only played so little? Hi, Roy. We're road tripping. And I'm having to hold the camera, so this will be fun. But as you can see, Idaho is extremely flat where I'm at. And I hope it rains because it's 106 degrees out and I'm dying. It is so hot. And there was no gas station in the town. I am holding it. Does it sound better or does it sound worse? I'm holding it against the steering wheel. I could probably get away with this for a hot minute. I saw one ISP on the way up here. You're not answering my questions. Better or worse? Yeah, I can't. Yeah. Because it's not like I'm texting. I'm just holding it. I can't put it in the vent because I gotta have AC or I'm gonna die. I'm already melting. Whew. I'm headed home now. I had to go up to Rockland to take Bert a fan because it's like 100 and something degrees up here and he doesn't have a fan and he's living in a... Anybody do anything exciting today? Hi, Nanda. Nanda's in the house. This is the dog's car seat. Isn't that fun? I'm driving. I didn't realize you could answer the phone while you were on a live. I guess I just shut it off for a minute, but if I didn't answer it, she'd be sending the police after me because I stayed there two and a half long, miserable hours outside dealing with chickens and turkeys and Bert's daughter. And all he wanted to do was bitch about my mom, and I finally said, you know what? I'm sick of her bitching about you, and I'm sick of you bitching about her. You know, just everybody quit bitching. I'm sick of everybody bitching all of the time. So I'll stop bitching. Uh-oh, you're not drinking enough water. I've had one bottle today and I've had a nice coffee and I had to stop and buy Mountain Dew because I thought, Bert was like, you're going to have to take a nap before you go home. And I'm like, the hell I am. I didn't even go in the camper. I don't want to go into anything that used to be a chicken coop. I'm good like that. Uh-oh. Okay, we're coming up here to Massacre Rocks. They call it Massacre Rocks because, as you can see, these like plateaus over here that are like each side of the canyon. The Indians would hide up there, and then when people on the Oregon Trail would come through, they would just massacre their asses. So this right here is Massacre Rock State Park. I don't feel like dealing with rattlesnakes and heat today. Hey, Mark. We're headed home. Scalp Rock, yeah. They probably scalped him. They killed him. Okay, we gotta stand. Okay, let's try this. Okay, there we go. So, ooh, somebody got pulled over. Now he's just hanging out with his lights on. Hi, officer, I do not have my phone up. Oh, over here on this side is the Snake River. You can kind of see it. It's actually still really high. Last time I was through here, literally right here, you could walk across the snake. There was a big, huge sandbar out there in the middle, but it's pretty bank to bank right now, which is surprising because of the farmland. Oh, I deleted somebody's message on accident. Sorry. Not only do I pocket delete, but I also live delete. Let's see, what else do I know? I was just bored. And I was tired of sending videos to BBK, so I was like, you know what? I'll go live on the way home. Yeah, they weren't for me, those blue lights. They were just pulled over. Oh, I gotta quit fucking putting my foot on the gas pedal. So, who's going live tonight? We have Ryan in like 20 minutes. I'll probably cut off before Ryan goes live. So I can at least listen to that. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's so hot. I thought, isn't today Monday? I thought Christine had an early gig this morning, but I didn't see it on her schedule. But I know we have Ryan because I saw his. So don't. Did you like me sending you that he was at the Subaru dealership? Yeah, it is so flat here. Just so flat. And everything is so just dead. Except for over here. And that actually looks like winter wheat, but that shouldn't be planted this early. Oh my God, I couldn't figure out why my ass is on fire and the stupid, the seat heater is turned on. Yeah, like where I just came from is mountains. I couldn't really videotape there because it's hit or miss with the service. But as I get closer to home, it's just flat and canyons. But I'm really surprised that the Snake River is so full right now. I mean, this is pretty good right now. Oh, this is Idaho. You're right, Roy. I'm in southeastern Idaho, so this is close to the Utah border, so I'm close to Sparkles and Taz down here. I'm getting farther away as we go. I used to be about 45 minutes away from them. Now I'm about 2.5 hours. My clock is 11 minutes fast. That's because I'm a perpetual procrastinator, and I'm always fashionably late. So I figure if I set the clock fast, I'll be on time more. But I'm still late. So, yeah. But there's barely any traffic, but I guess it's a Monday. It's June National. Oh, good, then I'm just in time since it's July. So if June's National Procrastination Month, you'll be all right not hitting it till July. I'm just right on time. Yeah, I can't believe how dry everything is. But I've actually been on this road where like this median here in the middle is on fire and flames are going across both sides and they're just like letting us drive through it. I'm like, that's got to be safe, right? Okay, we're coming up on a semi. Woohoo! Roy, is your surgery this week? Or is it your surgery's on the 22nd? I can't remember. I know Jerry's is on the 15th. Mine's on the 16th. And okay. Yours is the 22nd. Okay, I remembered. Okay, here we go. Now we're back. We're getting back to the flatland. But I mean, even this barley over here, this is still a little green. But some of it is so dry and ready to be harvested. And it's usually not harvested till the end of next month. Nice green over there. I think those are potatoes. Potatoes. Idaho's famous potatoes. Hey Israel, how are ya? I'm pulling a U. I'm road tripping and driving at the same time. Hope you're feeling better after your wasp sting. I haven't talked to you since then. I was just bored. You did, Mark? Which part? Probably if you went up northern, it's way prettier up there. Yeah, those are potatoes. Good to hear, Israel. I wish I had better balance, and I'm too scared to ride one of those three-wheel ones. And I don't know if I'd do better with two wheels in the front and one in the back, or one in the front and two in the back. Oh, we're coming up on Ramp River. I lived out here one summer and I picked rye out of the wheat fields when I was like in my late teens, like maybe 18, 19. Probably the worst job I've ever done in my whole life. It was hot, it was miserable, and there was so many rattlesnakes. But I was out in the middle of nowhere, so that was a plus. So Idaho State. Oh, then you stopped at Pocatello. That's where I used to live. That's where I'm kind of coming from. I was at Rockland, which is about, I don't know, maybe 40 minutes north of Pocatello. Because ISU, Idaho State University, that's Pocatello. I had to think about it. Down Montana. Oh, well then that's pretty. Montana's beautiful. Salt Lake's pretty. But like, this right here is just flat and desert. Just flat and desert. I mean, as I get closer to Twin, you start being able to see the canyons. I have to go over a couple of bridges that are like, well, the Prime Bridge is the only place legal in the United States to base jump. So on a good day, a bunch of people are base jumping. That might be a fun live to go watch everybody do that, risk their life. The Hanson Bridge, people just come to jump off of because they know they're not going to make it. And we haven't gotten like Golden Gate Bridge status where they put nets and shit on it. You're just free to roam. I've been to Florida, which I absolutely hated. I can't stand the humidity. I lived in West Virginia and I lived in Pennsylvania, and that was nice. But I took a Greyhound bus from Idaho all the way to Pennsylvania, and it was like 112 hours. It was the most god-awful thing I've ever experienced in my whole life. But I was like 19, I don't know. No, I was older than that. I was probably 22, because that was after I lived in Alaska, and I know I was in my early 20s there. Oh, I could go for the chicken, but I don't like shrimp. Fucking Leo ruined that for me, telling me that they were like cockroaches of the sea, so I can't do them anymore. Oh shit, we're doing 100, kids. Slow down. I have the cruise control set. I don't even know why I'm putting my foot on the gas. Oh look, they're hauling sod. Ooh, we're gonna get rain. Just enough to make the car dirty. Pedal to them. I know, I have such a lead foot. Such a lead foot. I was like coming on my way here. I don't even know. I like looked down and the governor must have kicked in because I couldn't go any faster. And I was doing like 112, and I was like, well, I better slow down. And then I slowed down, came up over the hill, and there was the one ISP I saw was sitting right there. I was like, well, if he gets me, he gets me. He didn't get me. I'm not going to hit him. He's in a truck and I'm in a Kia Sorento, or however you pronounce things. Okay, put up the gas. I was hoping we'd see something fun. Sometimes there's antelope in here, or caribou or something. Antelope? Yeah, antelope. Usually there's a big huge herd of them, but as you can just see, it's flat out here. Oh, I lived in Cordova, Mark, in the early 90s. I just decided one day, I don't know, I think, I had to have been 20 because I turned 21 there, and I had to get a new ID. I lived there in the early 90s. And Cordova, you have to either be ferried in or planed in. And it was the first time I actually landed on the water in one of those planes that land on the water. It's both out here. We have both like BLM, which is like Bureau of Land Management, and then farmland. So this out here, there's nothing that's gonna grow out here, because like underneath a lot of this is lava rock, because there was a big volcano that went off out here. So this is just like desolate. From like here all the way up to Sun Valley, it's just rocks and sagebrush and crap. We weren't there at the same time, Mark. I think I went there, I don't know. I remember I just told my parents I was moving to Alaska, and they're like, you don't even know anybody. I'm like, I know, it's great. I just packed up and I went, got a job, and I worked in a cannery, and then I worked my way up to doing like quality control. So when the fish came in off the boats, I'd stick a thermometer up their ass to make sure that they were properly chilled. Well, I graduated in 91, so I had to have been a little bit after that. Yeah, so And that was crazy because most everybody that was there was either like from Russia or like the Philippines. Barely anybody in Alaska spoke English. But the ratio to men to women was like 9-1. So I could literally go to the bar, and the bar would close from 4:30 to 5 a.m. so they could just like sweep and mop the floor. But I would like go to the bar, and the fishermen would come in, and they'd go, "Here's a $100 bill. Go buy yourself a drink and keep the change." On a good night, I could go home with a couple grand. And everybody in my party was chocolate wasted, and nobody paid for anything. You graduated in 91 too? So we're about the same age, Roy. I'm a 73 baby. So yeah. No, they don't tip in gold. I wasn't in any of that weird part. But where I was at, there was a glacier. They used to have a big, oh shit, I honked the horn. That scared the fuck out of me. Oh, sorry, potty mouth. They had a big earthquake and it took out the bridge, so you had to come in by plane or ferry, and they never rebuilt it. Oh, that was the best drink of Mountain Dew ever. I'm being naughty and I'm having a soda, but I was over my iced coffee and I was getting sleepy. And, well, yeah. Well, depending on how fast I get it, we'll stop at the Hanson Bridge, because that's pretty fucking cool. If you're afraid of heights, then you don't want to go, but we used to free climb that canyon when I was a kid. I can't even fathom. I used to take my niece out there when she was like 4 or 5, and we'd climb all over that shit. My sister probably would have killed me if she knew I did that crap. Okay, there we go again, doing fucking 98. Stop it. And we're up to see the wizard. Okay, so if we wanted to go to Salt Lake, here's the junction. It was really horrible. I was driving home. I came to Twin to pick up my granddaughter, and we were coming back, and it started raining really, really hard. And there's like a little bridge over here, and I watched a dude on a motorcycle hydroplane, and he ended up losing his life. I was so glad my grandbaby was asleep at the time, because then about 10 minutes later I killed an owl. I was like, man, this is the worst trip ever. I hate it when you're driving and see those horrible wrecks. They stick with you for life. I mean, I can remember, I was probably 3 or 4 years old at the time. I mean, we lived in California still, and this guy had his arm out the window. Oh no, never mind. Sorry, Roy, I'm not going to discuss that, because that's kind of similar to what happened with you. My bad. Anyways, you see things that you just never can unsee. But if you want to go to Utah, you go this way. I don't know why you would go this way and just not go the other way, because now I've gone 40 minutes out of, or 30 minutes that I can't make up. Did you get your food, Israel? I'm about halfway home. I'm hungry. I don't even know what I'm going to make for dinner tonight. No idea. But it was so hot today that I just couldn't eat. It was like that just horrible, nauseating, in-your-face heat. Okay, it's dropped down to 96, but it was 106 in Rockland. I was all red-faced and swollen, and All sorts of weird shit. I was like, no wonder Bert looked like he was dying yesterday. Uh-oh. We got a wide load coming up. Junction, junction, what's your function? We'll just get over it. Keep it on, keep it on. I would never be able to, I don't even know how I'm going to drive my motorhome, you guys. Yeah, Roy, I don't blame you at all. That might take a minute, and it might take a while. Well, let's just put it this way. I got in a car wreck when I was 19, and every time I still, to this day at 53, when I go through that intersection or that crossing of the highway where I got hit, it freaks me out still to this day. Because I went across the highway and there was a sugar beet truck coming and it had its blinker on, so I thought it was yielding and going around the corner. Well, no, it wasn't. And it hit me doing 65 miles an hour and T-boned me. And then it was a 3-truck trailer. So then it flipped me around. The second truck ran over the back side of the car, and then it flipped me around, and the third trailer ran over the front side of the car. They said I was lucky because they had to use like the jaws of life and everything to get me out of the car, and I walked away with it, just besides, bruised knees because the trailer had pushed the engine in all the way up and in. And the only thing that was not flat was the driver's side. Passenger side and back seat were completely flat. Yeah, I got super lucky that day. And it was unfortunate because it was my sister's car, so I totaled it. And she held that grudge against me till the day she died. She's probably, turning over in her grave right now going, yep, that damn Dawn did that. Wait station. Yeah. So, where are we at? Oh, Lake Walcott. Coming in. I mean, we do have mountains, but they're just way over there. It's a really cool place. People come from all over the world to rock climb there. And it's so beautiful. So if you ever come to Idaho, I recommend going to City of Rocks. So, Palmerail, coming up on Rupert and Declo. So, these are like little farm towns. Whoa. Do 20 miles an hour on the road. That sounds safe. So, yeah. Most of this now was all farmland. Albion is really cool. So it's like an old college. And so, but it's like haunted. And maybe it was an old hospital. But during Halloween, there's like 4 different buildings and each one's like a different theme. So they have like the clown theme and it's fun to get. It takes like 2 or 3, 4 hours to go through everything. And if you're faint at heart, don't do it. They had one of those things where you have to walk across the plank, and you think there's a big, huge drop off. Well, oh God, that was a dead deer. Anyways, I fell off the plank and I thought I fell down like 10 feet, but it was only like 4 inches, and I went head first into the wall, and they had to shut down the whole thing. They thought I really hurt myself. And I wasn't even getting chased by anybody with a chainsaw or nothing. I was just walking the plank and I fell. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, I'm notoriously famous. Hey, we're 42 miles away. So yeah, I'm about halfway. What are you doing in there tomorrow, Mark? Or Israel? You're going to Pennsylvania tomorrow? For work? How's Myra doing? I haven't seen her in a while. Is she doing all good? Oh shit, bridge. That's good. I kind of briefly saw you guys in Neil's the other day, but I was walking Ted back because somehow he got into Rick Sanders' channel and he thought it was Neil's because it must have been overlaying in Neil's channel. And I was like, he kept welcoming everybody and everybody's like, who is this guy? And I'm like, finally I was like, hey Ted, this isn't Neil's chat. It made me laugh. Have you heard from him, Israel? Because he was getting ready to go to ER that day. Oh yeah, Roy, everything is spread out here. So spread out. Unless you get into like the bigger cities and stuff, but I mean, like my town is like Twin that I live in. It's one of the bigger cities in this state, and it's about 55,000 people. But you can be from one end of the town to the other in like 15 minutes. But there's no high rises. Everything's just flat, and more apartments are coming in because, you know, we're getting the Californians that are moving in here. Okay, good, Israel. I'm glad to hear. Because he was saying he thought he had something wrong with his liver. So, boy, everybody's just, it's been a not very good month for people in their health. Tell you what, I will be glad once they rip out this gallbladder and hopefully I will stop throwing up. That was fun. I've had to throw up on the interstate headed here. Going to Rupert. Oh. Yeah, there's like 3 little towns here that run all together. We got Rupert, Burley, and I can't remember the other one. Maybe there's only 2. Oh shit, swerve. Everybody's swerve is the word. Oh, I suppose I should slow down. It's only 65 through here. And we're going into one lane. So then I couldn't find my glasses. I thought I lost them. And I'm like, I know I put them in the dog's car seat. Somehow they got like on the strap that goes behind the headrest. They were dangling back there. But I like literally pulled over into a cornfield and I like was tearing the car apart because I'm like, I'm not driving all the way home without my glasses because I should wear them all the time, but I broke them somehow. So I need them to see though, to drive because I'm blind. I am blind as a bat. Those are sugar beets. We have a lot of sugar plants here, amalgamated sugars here in a couple of towns. So our main crops here are sugar beets, potato, barley, corn, and a lot of canola for some reason. I've noticed more and more. Thanks, Roy. I wish you nothing but the best of luck on yours too. I got 3 more days. Oh, yeah, Rupert Burley Paul. I knew it. I knew there was 3 little rinky-dink towns here. They're probably, I don't know, Paul might be a couple hundred, but these ones are at least a couple thousand. Like a bat out of hell waiting this the dawn comes. But don't quote me, boy, because I don't mean shit. That's the cheapest I've seen gas at $3.85 right there. It's 4.58 and twin for low grade. It's over $5 for 91. How much is gas where everybody else is at? Except for, I'm not going to lie, I paid $2.89 today a gallon because I have the Chevron app. And I get a gallon plus whatever my points are from the last time I got gas. So I got like $1.70 off, and my mom puts 91 in her car, but I just decided today it didn't need 91. But don't tell her that, because that'll piss her off. But I'm like, by the time, it's either $50 or it's $80 by the time you do that. For a gallon, $10 or $11? Are you fucking kidding me? That's why y'all ride bicycles out there. I had a bike with a motor on it, and it was so much fun. But then I got hit by a car, so I was afraid to ride it for a hot minute, so I had it locked outside my apartment, and somebody stole it. They stole my pedal bike and the one with the motor on it. And then it's so stupid because you go to file a police report, you don't even talk to anybody anymore. They just stick you on a computer in the fucking city office, and, you file it there, and then I never heard another word on it. And I was like, man, I lost about $2,000 worth of bikes in a day. Yeah, I loved that. I loved riding that better than the electric bike. Because I had 110 cc on that bitch. So, I could get it going 60, 70 miles an hour going downhill, which is fucking scary on a bicycle. And then one day I got hit by a yellow Camaro. Well, we own oil. I just don't know why it's getting shipped in from every other fucking country. It's plentiful here in the United States. We're just, I guess, hogging it, stockpiling it. I don't know. Wish I would have had more time. We could have went out on the res and found that there's a herd of wild buffalo out there. It's so cool. Last time I was out there, though, it was kind of scary because we saw the buffalo, and then we saw a bald eagle, and then we saw a coyote, a moose, and then at one point there was a native running next to the car with a bow and arrow. And by then we were deep in, and I was like, man, this is probably not good. Oh, I guess we're out of the construction zone, and here I am still taking my sweet ass time. Let's go. Boom. Oh, dude, don't get over. I hate it when they turn the fucking blinker on. Gives me anxiety. Anxiety when you're passing a semi and they do that. Oh, Israel, people get up here and they go to Yellowstone and they get stupid. I always tell people, don't pet the floppy cows. Last time I took my granddaughter to Yellowstone, people are stupid. They think they're like cows and domesticated, and they're not. You don't even really want to fuck with cows, but buffalo are fucking huge. And people want to get close, and they want to take their picture with them, and then they get flung up in the air and gorged. It happens repeated. It's about as stupid as the people that go into those fucking geothermal hot springs wanting to take a dip and then, end up dying because it's, 5,000 degree temperature. And all that's left with them is a flip-flop because they melted. There's not even bones. Was it in Yellowstone? I don't know. I mean, I've been here in Idaho since I was 4, and I grew up in Hagerman, which was like a town of like 440 people, and we used to have herds of buffalo there. I mean, they used to be wild. I'm assuming. I guess people raise them. Yeah, Mark. So you understand the stupidity of how people are when they get in Yellowstone and they go across the road and people roll their windows down and get out the car, and it's just like, what we went, God, what did you, Bert had a Chevy Spark, and the buffalo were bigger than his fucking car. So I was like, you know what? If that buffalo takes us down, it's just it's like being in a tin can. I might as well have been in a Shasta can. Let's just put it this way. I had my granddaughter and she had to pee, so we like stopped somewhere in some national forest so she could go to the bathroom. And she was like, I don't know, maybe 4 years old at the time, so I was holding her up so she didn't pee on herself, And I leaned on the car and I caved in the whole side of the car. The whole side of the car, just leaning on it, trying to help her pee. I felt like an ass because he just barely got that car, and I was like, well, there's my ass print, there's my elbow print. Thanks to a toilet plunger, it came out. That was one time it did work. This sucks. On the lake by now. And I mean, honestly, I'm scared to death to drive my motorhome. I don't know if I can drive. I mean, it's 40 feet long. I'm sure I can do it, but I just got to suck it up and not be a pussy and just do it. But I'm that one person that, when I rent the U-Haul, I drive over the back of people's trunks and shit because I can't see the distance. I did that too. My roommate's car. I drove the back of the truck over his trunk. Oh. We're getting closer. I think. It's crazy how you see the differences in crops. Like some potatoes are already blooming and then other ones just look like they barely started. But I guess that's the difference if they're being watered, if they're just, dry dogging it or whatever they do where there's no water. You just wait for rain, whatever that's called. Oh boy, that was a lot of glass. Hey, Aaron. No, it's not an eBay run. We're just headed home. I had to drive up to Rockland and I was bored, so I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go online and see if I can chat with anybody because I was getting tired and I figured this was the safest thing for me to do. Not fall asleep, but let's hold my phone and drive. Because I can't put it in the phone holder because it's on the AC and I have to have AC. It was 106 degrees in Rockland, and that was in the shade. Okay, we've dropped down to 95, so that's an 11 degree difference, and 40, well, how long have I, about an hour's worth of driving. Yeah, this is the part right here that usually likes to catch on fire. And it's crazy because here, I've been like when I lived in Pocatello and we'd get those big, huge fires on the mountain. You could just drive in there and there's absolutely nobody to stop you. I mean, me and Bert were like honorary little mini firefighters one day because we kept pulling over and stomping out fires and stuff. Probably not the safest thing to do, but it was fun. Yeah, I was sending BBK videos because I was using my other phone to listen to the awesome play. If you guys are road tripping and you need an awesome playlist, go check out the shit Bink's got on his channel. I mean, I was like just jamming out, so I was using that phone and I couldn't do talk to text, so I had to do videos. And I was like, screw it, I'm gonna go live on the way home. Who wants to live in that house? Not me. Okay, we're getting closer. We'll go to the Hanson Bridge lookout little thingy and then we'll call it a day. Boy, I want to jump in that canyon. I don't even care. I don't care if there's pesticides. It's so hot. Yeah, BBK, that playlist you sent me was the shit. That's what I told you. I forgave you for being rude because you hooked me up. I mean, it's just, and I barely even got through it. I was only I skipped a lot of Nirvana, but I was like only halfway through the Alice in Chains. So I don't even know what else is on there, but I was in heaven. I was over here rocking out. You guys should have heard me. I was singing on the top. I was singing so loud and for so long that I was getting lightheaded. I was like, well, you know what, Don? Maybe you should sing more. Because, like, we used to go karaoke in, like, 3, 4, 5 times a week. And then, you know, since I've moved home with my mom, I have absolutely no social life. Now I really have absolutely no social life. My social life is driving 300 miles to give Bert a fan so he doesn't have heat stroke out in the middle of nowhere. I always thought that was shit underneath those white things. I didn't know it was silage, which is like, it's food, like alfalfa and grain and stuff that they all mix in there to feed the cattle in the winter. I always thought that was just like poop and then they covered it up so it wouldn't stink. I just learned that like a couple of years ago. Okay, Roy, take care. You're welcome. We're getting closer. We're almost there. Whew, I am melting. That sun is right on me. Holy moly. Yeah, but I mean, this stuff right here looks like it's almost ready to be harvested. Harvested it. Between the rye and the barley. Okay, we're doing 100 again, Don. Stop it. And you know what I don't understand? I don't understand how come I've never seen a live raccoon in this state? Please wash your hands before. Oh shit! I'm washing my whole body when I get home. God, where I was just at was disgusting. Bert's all telling me to wash my hands before I go inside or touch the cat. Well, yeah, because his daughter's got like 300 cats and turkeys and chickens, and they wear diapers and they live in the house. I didn't go in the house. I refused to go in the house. I actually went to the cemetery to use an outhouse than rather go into her house and go to the bathroom. So, Yeah, we're getting farther away from the Utah border. Boy, I can't talk today. Oh yeah. So Juanita, Bert's daughter, has 300 plus cats. She took 6 in today to get, I don't know, the females, if they spayed or neuter them. I don't know what it is. But, and then she's probably got maybe 60 chickens and roosters and about 20 or 30 turkeys. I mean, they're outside right now, but in the winter, she puts diapers on them and they live in the house. Oh, and she's got a goat now, too. And just the smell of the cat piss, you can't get 20, 30 feet from her house without being, like, take your breath away shit. Because just the pneumonia hits you, and you're just like, oh my. I feel so sorry. I feel so bad for Bert because now he's living in a camper that used to be a chicken coop. And so I was there for 2.5 hours, and all you could hear was all the fucking turkeys and all the chickens clucking, and they're running around, and I'm like looking at them, and they all look just diseased. I was like, I understand that you love animals, that you love pets, and you're a vegetarian, and save that shit. But if you're not taking good care of them, man, you shouldn't have them. Yeah. So Bert was reminding me to wash my hands before I touch our cat, because if Beans got anything from these disgusting, no, they kept wanting me to pet this rooster, and like all the hair was gone on the top of the head, and it looked like, I don't even know. Well, you know what a chicken looks like with all its feathers are plucked off of it, and it's all prickly and looks disgusting. She like my turkey. Did you guys know that turkeys at night fly to the top of trees? It's the darndest thing. They'll run up a hill, they'll find the highest area that they can get to, and then they fly and they perch in the top of trees. I didn't know that till I saw it one day, and I was like, I thought they were vultures, and I'm like, what is that? And I was like, nope, those are turkeys. Because if you make that noise just like I did, sometimes they'll answer you back. But yeah. Me and my granddaughter got it. So my daughter hated me, but we went out to this place that had, I don't know, a shit ton of turkeys, and feathers were all over the road. So my granddaughter probably picked up like 300 of them, and then we had to like Lysol them and shit, because I don't know what bugs or fleas or ticks or mites are in turkey feathers. And then they were like her prized possession. So for like 4 months they like had to be in a vase on the kitchen table or the coffee table. And every time my daughter would move them, Nyoka would flip out. She would like have this mental breakdown because she was just so proud of those turkey feathers. So finally we were able to get rid of them. Oh. But yeah, I'd go over there and I'm like, still got the turkey feathers, huh? Interstate Oasis. Okay, this is where we want to go. We are almost to where we want to be, kids. Kimberly, Twin Falls, 1 mile. But we're going to go across the Hanson Bridge, and we're going to stop and look at the lookout. We're going to go to the lookout. There's a pretty cool little place over here that's like a RV park, but you can rent cabins, and they also have teepees. But they have like a little miniature golf course and a little Boise State blue and orange slide and a swimming pool. And I can't imagine being in one of those right now, because last time we camped in one, it didn't have AC, and the cabin was so hot. But It's a fun little place. I'm surprised it's still here because my parents took me here when I was young. So it's over here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but see, there's the water slide. Oh shit. Pay attention to what you're doing. Okay. Then we're gonna go across this bridge. I don't need anything from the Garden of Eden. This gas station, this truck stop over here is called the Garden of Eden. And they've got like a waterfall inside with like fake trees. And they've got like the snake and the apple. And the snake's got these big beady red eyes. So, yeah. That's a fun little place too. My granddaughter likes that. But it's like, have you ever been into one of those cool gas stations that just has everything? From like the kitchen sink to shit you don't even know that you need. Hey CJ, good to see you. Sorry, I'm just road tripping and we're rambling. But we're gonna stop up here. We're almost there. And if we're lucky, there'll be nobody here because I don't feel like dealing with anybody. CJ, how you been? I saw you and your son playing the other night. I was going to stop in, but I was so tired that I could barely keep one eye open. But I'm so happy to see that your boy's still playing their harmonica and how much he has improved since the last time I've seen him. Okay, we're going over the canyon right now. Woohoo! But we're going to, oh yeah, and there's absolutely nobody here. Okay, let's do this. Scenic overlook. So, this is the Hanson Bridge. That's the bridge we just went over. Where do we want to park? Stop. Okay, let's go see how much water we got down there. Like I said, if you guys are afraid of heights, good luck with this one. I don't know how high this one. I know the Prime Bridge is like 333 feet from there to there. But so I told you guys, like where I live now, it's all flat and canyons. So we'll go down. And it is so. Oop, oop. I don't know if you guys were with me when we did the Shoshone Falls one, but this is the same canyon and the same. Woo, boy, that is low. Low. Holy moly. Look at this river. There's barely it. This is the Snake River. It is so low right now. Oh, I got a fence right here. I'm not going to fall. But you see how this is so. We got to go over here. And I don't know what this new thing is that people put all these fences. Like, I guess it's supposed to seal you in for life. They're everywhere. I guess they're couple locks. I don't know. Okay, I hope I don't get ticks from no sagebrush. But we got to get over it. Oh, somebody had a big sip. We got to get where there's no fence. And I highly recommend flip-flops for this type of hiking activity right on the canyon rim. Because now we don't have a fence, kids. And that's about as close as I'm going to get because it's a straight drop down. Yeah. That river is so low. Holy cow. I mean, there's a little... I gotta sit before my ass falls down. Okay, good call, BBK. Because you know I am clumsy. Little waterfall right there. But it's a nice green color. But it's probably maybe 400 feet from the bridge to down there. Remember how I told you people come here just to jump, and now you can see why. Yeah, we used to free climb this as a kid. I'd never do it now. Never, ever in a million years do it now. Okay, what's the best way for my ass to get up without sliding? Let's go up. Up's always better than down. But I mean, that's pretty full over there. But yeah, so now y'all see where I live. It's just flat as fuck. And then we have these big, beautiful canyons that run through it. But boy, that water is low. Bet you it's good fishing. So, Hanson Bridge. It's nice that, you know, you can just walk right along here. And, oh, is it a bad connection? Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Yeah. Big difference in the river, though, boy. It is super low. I bet you could jump across right there. Okay, I see the bushes over there shaking, and I don't like that. Because we're in rattlesnake country. I don't mind snakes. I just don't like it when I can't see them. Or I come up on them. It's gone down. Good thing I did that right here and not up where the canyon was. That's why I highly recommend not wearing flip-flops. Okay. It's because it's dirty. This is all soft dirt. And I'm literally in flip-flops. And a dress of all days. And I'm sober, imagine that. Oh, we got people. And I left my car unlocked. It's all right. Ooh, that scared me, kids. Took my breath away. Okay. I slid. I didn't really fall, my flip-flop, actually I broke the strap on it. Well, these flip-flops are going in the trash. Okay, kids, that commences today's tour. I'm going to end this. Love y'all for being here. Have a good day, and I'll catch you in the stream soon. Peace.